Live from London, this is Strictly It Takes Two. Please welcome your host, Zoe Ball.
Hello and welcome to It Takes Two. Now, like a bottle of vintage champagne, thank you, Rito, we are full of fizz and ready to pop with sparkly Strictly exclusives. Thanks, love. Here's to a great show, and what a great lineup we have for you tonight. It's the exquisite Anastasia and Brendan.
It's us. Hello.
The bubbly Greg and Natalie. And the downright fruity Leslie and Anton. Bonjour. Bonjour. Plus, it wouldn't be a Wednesday without him. Ian Waite is back to give us another warm-up. Now, our first guest of the night was injured on Saturday and then faced being in the bottom two, but she survived to tell the tale and this week is coming back fighting. It's Anastasia and Brendan.
Give it to me.
No, well, the salsa has to be hot and spicy, and you have no problem with that.
I thought the underarm turns, all of them were very clunky. It was haphazard for me.
Considering you've got an injury, you've had to totally change the choreography. I felt you did a good job. Well done.
Anastasia and Brendan, everybody! Oh, boy, what a weekend you two had. I mean, you obviously had to change your routine because of the injury. Yeah. You are still here. What a trooper! Come on. It's good. How are you feeling, my darling?
I'm feeling great. I mean, it feels like it's been 2 weeks since Saturday, but
yeah.
I'm really feeling good.
Fantastic. I'm so glad to hear that. I mean, how devastated were you when you found out that you weren't going to be able to dance again for the dance-off?
It just, you know, it feels like a dream. I didn't want to have to injure myself, but the dance-off, you just don't know what to do. It's all a bit confusing, you know?
Yeah. Yes, I know. And also, then, you know, Melvin goes, and you've got really close to Melvin, haven't you? So
well, I totally thought I was going to go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he lives there. I'm an American who knows her. So I really did think, so when they called my name, I was like, I can't.
Oh, no.
It just was the worst. I wanted him to go through because I couldn't dance. So.
Right, OK. But you're here.
I'm here.
We're very glad to have you. I mean, Brendan, we were saying, I know, having done the show, how difficult it is to remember the routine you've been training for all week. Definitely. Now, to change that on Saturday, and she's got to learn a new one. I mean, that's almost impossible.
Almost the worst case scenario. Lovely Kim Winston, who looks after us, she called me on the morning and went, listen, could you come in a little bit early? We need to change things up. And I lifted my phone, my face went...
Help.
It's a really difficult thing. Yeah. To do that, to change, to go out and do it live. The mind is doing different things. The body's obviously doing different things. But considering that, amazing. What a great job. So it's very frustrating in many respects because I know how good it was in training, and that's when we were up in Claudia's area, and I was like, show us a salsa. She can do it.
Well, because my arms weren't moving, I could move my lower body. It was just that kind of thing, you know.
Right. Okay. And you didn't get to do your lifts, which I know you.
I was really excited to be. Yeah. I was very, very gymnast. I felt very relatable to Claudia. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, we are so alike. You know.
Oh goodness me! But the judges were really impressed with the way you'd coped with that. How did you feel about their comments?
Their comments were spot on. I have to say that there was no movement in my lower body, and I didn't even realize it because I think I was so worried about my upper at the time, and I think I even, like, gave you an accidental
Did you get a little
elbow.
I got a little elbow in the face.
Yeah,
I
but
had no idea.
I went too far back.
He
and,
probably
you know,
deserved it.
Subconscious.
You know?
Subliminal.
I know.
Yeah, maybe.
Take that.
Take that.
I know we tried to pretend it was in the choreography, but I don't know if I could ever do it again.
Oh, bless you. Well, we're going to move forward to movie week this week, which
So
is
exciting.
I mean, I'm borderline hysterical about the whole thing. And you are doing the Viennese waltz.
Yes.
So, I mean, imagine we're going to see a softer side to Anastasia.
Yeah,
in this
like
dance.
at the female side. I mean, I know I don't deny. There's an inner female in here, and I know that the strength is too empowering. But you know, I definitely feel as though I don't show it as often.
One of the big things we were trying to do, we obviously had the cha-cha in the beginning, then the salsa. It's very fiery, very, very Anastasia. We wanted to soften everything off and show a really beautiful side. Now, I think we've achieved that within the Viennese waltz. It's a gorgeous song. It's a, if I can say so myself, a gorgeous number.
Oh, is
And I'm
it
looking
beautifully
forward to it.
choreographed?
It is beautifully choreographed from one of the world's... Oh, no, I can't say that.
What you had to adapt the choreography a little bit here.
Not really.
No, you know, the interesting part is that he let me know that really the arm that floats is this, and this is kind of stationary. And I was like, this dance was made for my injury. It was as if
There
it
will
was
be
like
dances. Should we go forward, there will be dances we will have to adapt. But this is not really one of them. It's a really soft, delicate number. We don't have to do anything in any number that we don't want to do.
Yeah.
So it's just about being aware of what we've got to do and delivering a performance that suits
Fantastic.
what we're doing.
And you're dancing to Twilight, and your friends were like, what?
Well, I said, oh, I'm dancing to Twilight. And they're like, what are you doing? The waltz to Twilight? And I was like, okay, well, it may
that
feel...
was Monday.
That was totally Saturday.
But it is actually the one from Twilight with the
movie.
Yeah,
Twilight
the
was one
movie.
of the big movies of the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I'm not sure many of the Strictly viewers will know it, but it's a really gorgeous song.
it's
and
such a beautiful song.
It's a massive movie, so we're going to try and do it justice.
Fantastic. We're so excited to watch you
I'm
dance
excited
again
to be
on
here.
Saturday. Keep up the great work. Look after yourself.
Thank you.
Anastasia and Brendan! Right, time now to check into the Strictly training rooms, and from the looks of things, our couples are getting very sweaty indeed. Nice. Here's how Judge Rinda and Oksana and Daisy and Aliash have been getting on this week.
1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The hardest part of the Charleston, believe it or not, is the energy. It is exhausting, genuinely exhausting. I don't know how they did it in the 1920s. Okay, just starting. Okay.
So it's super fast, a lot of footwork, and we're gonna do more tricks in this routine.
I'm hoping to be fun and enjoy it, and above all else, remember the steps, which, boy, are they difficult.
All I know about the quick step is I have to hold onto my hold and basically do lots of quick stepping.
The main thing for a quick step is going to be keeping your frame still, but don't forget to do all the footwork. It's a lot of steps. It's called quick step, so it's going to be very quick. Okay?
Yeah.
And again.
Next up, their tango had everyone jumping out of their seats with delight on Saturday night. But from the looks of it, the judges were distracted by something else. It's the beautiful Greg and Natalie.
You are going like a locomotive at full speed.
Your bum sticks out. In your ballroom, tuck it under.
What I loved about that dance was the intent and the amount of aggression you had in there. Wonderful.
What a peachy performance, Greg and Natalie, everybody! Oh my goodness, everyone was talking about it. It was trending on Twitter. The big story of the night on Saturday was your bottom. Greg, did you ever think that it could cause such a stir amongst the nation?
No, never in a million years. It's the one thing I've not been particularly thinking about is my bum while dancing, I think, which is probably to the detriment of the dance, to be honest. But yeah, that was a lot more of a storm than I expected.
I think most people were talking very positively about your bottom, I must just say. And Natalie, Craig was saying that the only thing was that Greg's posture kind of affected the V shape that you need in a tango.
Yes.
But He's never danced before, and this is only week 2. I mean, do you think he's being a little bit hard on himself?
No, I mean, I think it's something that we definitely need to work on, but it did present itself maybe a little bit more on Saturday than we planned.
I love the way you put that. It did present itself.
It's got a mind of its own.
It's literally, everyone wants to call us hashtag Team Legs and Bum now.
Legs and Bum, yeah, exactly.
It's not Team Gregory anymore. But it's something that we definitely need to work on. And you've never danced a day in your life, and you went out there and you attacked that dance, and you gave it so much welly, and I couldn't have asked for any more.
I know, it was extraordinary, Greg. It really, really was so good. You did say to Claude in the results show that you never wanted to do the tango again. I mean, it really was a toughie for you, this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. I wasn't getting the dance as quick as I'd hope I would. And the problem was, it got to, what, Thursday night, and it was the first time we'd managed to do a single run-through from start to finish. And I was panicking a little bit, and then we had sort of a few issues, and it wasn't happening, and I was thinking, I'm not going to be able to complete the dance, and it's going to be the week 2, and I'm going to have to go because I can't finish this dance. So it was really nerve-wracking, and the start of the dance, I mean, I think I was probably so intense on it, more because I was desperate to get through it, desperate to finish.
We didn't have an ideal dress run or the day or the lead up, so it was kind of a bit going into it with a little bit of uncertainty. And for you to go out there and do what you did, you didn't step a foot wrong, and you performed. And I'm so honestly,
one or two.
He's just amazing. He's so much fun to work with in the studio, and you do try so hard. I think you care a lot.
Yeah, and you need that, and we can see that. Also, the world-renowned choreographer, Sir Matthew Bourne, evening, sir. Matthew. He was a big fan. He tweeted this: "A bit in love with Greg. For a non-dancer, he has genuine talent, and that is what this show is all about." Now, he knows a thing or two about dance, Sir Matthew. How do you feel about that? It's amazing.
That was pretty amazing, yeah. And I think this sort of shows how big this show is. It's unreal that people like that are watching. I mean, obviously, it's his sort of field of expertise, but yeah, that was incredible. I think I always sort of think that I'm rubbish all the time, no matter how well it's going, and I think that probably comes across a little bit because that's just the way I am. I'm very self-deprecating that way in order to get better. But to have comments like that was wonderful.
Yeah, don't stop believing, as the song goes. This week we have an American Smooth for you on Saturday and Movie Week. So are you enjoying this a little bit more? I mean, again, whole new rules to learn in, what, 4 days. How's it going?
Better, yeah. I'm preferring this one much more to the last 2. I picked it up quicker today. We actually managed to complete the dance a few times, which was really nice. It's good on a Wednesday to have already completed it.
Sorry, I was watching.
I know. Are you happy there?
Critiquing that.
I need to change this bit. I need to change that bit. And you're dancing to Everything I Do, Bryan Adams, from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I mean, it looks really romantic in that. That looks beautiful.
It's so perfect for you. I mean, we did something this week for RBT. We can't say what.
Okay,
but
secrets.
It's amazing. This role is so fitting for you, and he is beautiful at it. He just has to trust himself and enjoy the process. We've got lifts, so we're playing to your strengths.
Yes, 3 lifts. You're strong, she's brave. It's going to be good.
I tell you what, that is the one thing. Natalie's incredible at choreographing these dances, and the lifts in this one are pretty special, but they'll come at you sort of thick and fast. It's a really special moment.
We were wondering if you are going to go Kevin Costner mullet. OK, and if you've been thinking about it, we thought we'd help you along. So, look, here's normal Greg. OK, here is mullet Greg.
This will be fun.
Look. I think it will work. You can take that with you and mull it over.
Wow.
OK, sorry. I know, sorry. Good luck on Saturday. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Well done.
So much.
Greg and Natalie. Now, the last thing our couples want is to end up at the bottom, there it is again, sorry, Greg, of the leaderboard. Couldn't help myself. Let's see how hard Claudia and AJ and Danny and Oti have been working in the training room. It is lovely.
I think the hardest thing to get with the Charleston is all the good footwork. It's really difficult. I get really confused. You have to think about your feet and your hands at the same time, plus do loads of face expressions.
The rest of the week, pretty much we'll be just drilling it again, and then whenever we make a mistake, back to the beginning. Simple week, sweating our guts out. That's good.
everybody loves peso, everybody loves the drama, and we're going to bring the drama.
I've got a cape. I always come prepared. No, I am really Zorro, which is every boy's dream.
Ole!
Ole! However, there's a chance I'm just going to look like I'm waving it around aimlessly. I need to own it.
He's getting the steps. He's just as excited as I am, so it's going well.
OT!
Yeah!
Danny Mac looking fantastic there. Okay, coming up, it's time to talk to Ian. It's time to talk to Ian because we will find out whose routine will be top of the box office and who is heading for a disastrous flop. Here he is, our very own leading man, Ian Waite. Here we go. Lights, camera, action. Oh,
Yes.
look, what have you done to your
It's had a bit of a Hollywood show dance, showgirl number.
Oh, I love
or
it.
Either that or Ken Dodd.
Naughty Ash.
Naughty Ash, Naughty Ash.
Oh, that's scaring me. What did you make of everyone's dances on Saturday night?
Oh, I was tweeting away on Saturday night,
Yeah.
telling my opinions of how they were all doing. Obviously, I have technical things to say about all of them. But apart from that, it was a great show. I loved it. I was engrossed.
Standard is just epic, frankly. OK, we're going to start with Laura and Giovanni, who smashed their waltz last week. It was stunning. What are you thinking of their salsa? They're dancing to Rhythm of the Night, the DeBarge version, not Corona, you know, from Moulin Rouge.
So I've got this in two halves, because
Okay.
they've got very short clips.
Right.
So we're going to start with a bit of their salsa basic here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving the fact she's got lots of rhythm in there.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult for a tall girl, as you know,
Yeah.
to do the dances like salsa. They're normally the kiss of death for the tall girls, but she's looking very good there. And then there's another side-by-side little bit. Here, as you see, shoulder shrug, shoulder
Saucy.
roll, but then she's slightly late. She should have gone with Giovanni there.
Okay.
Either that or it's meant to be or Giovanni went early.
Yeah,
I'm not quite
obviously,
sure.
You know what Gio's like.
But other than that, it's looking good. Considering she's a tall girl, it's looking good.
Fantastic. OK, Naga and Pasha, they're doing a tango. The music is Mission Impossible. How will their mission be this week?
Well, I'm wondering whether it's a mission impossible for her to look confident, because that's, you know, the dance is... She looks amazing. She's got a gorgeous body, great physique. She should be brilliant, but she doesn't believe it in her face.
OK.
I'd like her to have some acting lessons or something, just to bring it out in her face. Here, I just stopped it here, Zoe, because tango, fundamentally, you have to stay low in the knees. You just have to stay down.
Everybody's
it keeps you grounded all the time. And here, as you can see, she's up on straight legs. Pasha's in a slightly flexed leg. She needs to get down a little bit more, tail tucked under, and then it'll be more compact and into the floor.
OK. And I think it is a confidence thing, isn't it, for facial expressions? That's going to come, I think, for her.
Well, I hope so, but
Yes.
it's a little thing, isn't it?
OK, just a little thing. Daisy and Ali Ash, another strong week for them last week with their cha-cha-cha. Can they do 3 weeks of brilliance? I think possibly so. She's going to be Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
What more do you want? It's a quick step.
It's my
as
dream
well.
come true to be Mary Poppins.
We can make that happen.
We can make that happen. Well, there's lovely, loads of content here. Absolutely brilliant. There's one step here which is called the hinge.
Yes.
Now, as you can see, she's dropped her hips back, and she should really be sat on Ali Ash's leg. Now, if we do
Nice
this,
place
can
to
you
sit.
just do it?
Yeah.
So we're going to go across and then flick up the leg.
Oh, that leg goes
That's
like
it.
that.
But you
OK.
should be sat
And then-
on my lap there.
Oh, that's nice.
It's almost
I feel
sat
like
on your lap.
ventriloquist,
You see
Danny.
that?
Look, very nice too.
There
a
should
bit
be
more
no gap there, and
hinge
she
and
should feel as though
brackets,
she's
more like
almost sat
sitting on his knee.
Yeah.
OK, on to Judge Rinder and Oksana. This is very exciting. The Flintstones. He's being Fred Flintstone. He's taking it so far that he's actually not even got shoes on, and it's a Charleston, surely.
I have a feeling he won't be wearing shoes, and that's
OK.
why he's doing it
he's
without
a
any
caveman.
shoes.
Yes.
He's got bags of energy and enthusiasm, hasn't he? Every week. I just absolutely love it. But sometimes, as you can see, they're doing this like flapper step.
Flappy bird.
And sometimes I think because of his enthusiasm and his energy, sometimes he loses that ability to finish off the character of the steps.
OK.
So he needs to make sure that that's very clear in the technique, because otherwise it will get mixed up in all of the exuberance and enthusiasm.
OK, so it's being a little bit more precise.
He says, wafting around his feather duster.
I know. Oh, dear. Tamika and Gorka, they've got to follow that incredible Charleston last week with a tango to The Heat Is On from Beverly Hills Cop. So much love for Tamika and Gorka, equally so, actually. This could be a goodie for them.
They're a strong couple, aren't they? They've got a kind of a strong character between the two of them. He's the new boy trying to impress, and she's just hilarious. And at the moment, they've not got a proper tango hold, as you see, because she's, like, holding on to him like a koala. She should get that hand underneath. Obviously, they've not been working on the hold yet, but as you can see, they're doing a fall away here, and she's opened up her hips.
Oh no, you don't like
really,
it. Really,
she needs to. If you're doing the open position, so open position. Keep your hips towards me.
OK, hips.
Do you see what I mean? So that then
keep tight to Gorka.
You can open your head, but keep your hips towards me.
You feather up my nostrils and everything. OK.
Right, sweetie, all right?
Thank you. It's like I feel like I'm being attacked by emu. Danny and Oti sitting very pretty at the top of the leaderboard. He is going to be Zorro. I know quite a few people will be excited about this.
Yes, I'm very excited.
And it's a paso doble.
Well, we go into it here, and he's doing twist turns. I'm not sure why, when he crosses, that he's doing like a bounce almost action.
Should it be straight leg?
He should stay on a straight leg there, I think. Maybe he's trying to get the shaping, but try not to bend the knee.
OK.
Here, I would like to see him do more shaping.
Yes.
So he needs to shape his body a little bit more. He needs to lift up his elbow.
Yeah.
And then get his weight further into the knee. Can you see that?
Like a lunge.
Further into the knee and shape the body so that he's creating more shape.
OK.
Here is a little bit in between his weights.
OK, and a lovely view of Ian Wait's there for everybody at home.
Yes.
OK, Claudia and AJ are doing a Charleston to possibly my favourite song of all time ever. You Give a Little Love, and it all comes back to you, from Bugsy Malone. And the speed that we just saw some training footage. She's going so fast. She's incredible.
Well, I mean, she is used to doing that, going fast in gymnastics. I mean, they're so super fast. I mean, to learn a new skill like this and be this good so early on is phenomenal. But what I love, the thing I wanted to point out, really, was look at that face.
Look at that gorgeous face.
This is Bugsy Malone. It's going to be fun, cheeky Charleston, and she's got that look all the way through. I do really think this will get them on top of the leaderboard.
Ooh, he said it. You heard it here.
OK, if they're top of the leaderboard, I want money.
OK, Ore and Joanne. Ore and Joanne, last week he was a fireman, there was a pole, he had no sleeves, it was wonderful. This week, he's going all Gene Kelly, singing in the rain. American Smooth, this should be surely
There are parts of this which are glorious and gorgeous, but there are other parts in the foxtrot, in the hold, which are a little bit lumpy. He needs to smooth those out, and there are places where he goes off on his own, like this, which is fabulous.
Off he goes, look at him
But I just
flying.
like the extremities that he's got there. He needs to straighten out the fingers and the wrists, and also the feet. He needs to stretch and point his toes just to finish off those beautiful movements. Remember, it's American Smooth.
OK.
And it needs to be smooth.
No frilly, because Darcy said last week, frilly, nice and smooth.
Yes, smooth and finish off the
toes.
hands, straighten them up.
Oh, just a bit of finesse. All right, it will be so good. This man is back tomorrow for the sequel, yes, to his warm-up. For now, Ian Waite and his very funny frilly wand.
Thank you.
I hope you can have a new end on your wand every time. Time now to meet tonight's final couple. In week one, the judges called her sophisticated, romantic and elegant. Well, what a difference a week makes. In the words of Bruno, Dorian Green is back. Yes, it's Leslie and Anton.
You're sleek, you're cheeky, you're flirty, you're fun. I loved it.
Well, I have to say I wasn't expecting that, that's for sure, darling. You certainly show absolutely no sign of inhibition.
I thought it was terrific. Well done.
Leslie and Anton! Oh, my My goodness me, Leslie Joseph, you looked like you were having the time of your
Who would
life
have thought?
out on the floor. Are you still high?
Oh, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I mean, everything the judges say, he said to me already in the week. And I'm enjoying it so much. I do go too far without holding it in, reining it in. But that's me. It's just all a new skill and I'm loving it.
Can you possibly go too far, though? This is the thing. I loved Craig saying you had no signs of inhibition.
But you can't, because it's sassy and it's smart. And he kept saying you've got to keep it tighter, keep the movements tighter and shorter and sharper. And I did try. But then when he's...
Imagine if she hadn't tried.
And then he spins me round and I go a bit gaga in the head. And that's it. And I'm over and I fling myself into his arms. I think,
but Karen was saying when you... she said that's really good because you're using your weight to get into his arms. That's
Who said that?
A professional dancer. Karen Hardy
of
said
course.
that about you.
I mean, I realise that, yes. I know. For that reason.
And also, she was saying... she was raving about you on Choreography Corner yesterday. She was saying how fabulous you are. She was also saying that, you know, you leave a lot of the young ones standing. So then she is a proper judge. There you go.
Sometimes I do find it difficult to believe I am the age I am. I won't say that. Everybody knows anyway. I can't actually say the words.
Yes. So we don't even need to know the words.
No,
to discuss it. Anton, how much did you enjoy yourself out on the floor?
Oh, beautiful. I had sparkly trousers.
I know. Can we have applause for Anton's trousers? A few viewers were wondering if they chafed at all.
I had a nice lining. It's very dangerous if you get an edge of a sequin.
Oh, goodness
me.
He did love his sparkly trousers.
Oh, they are so good. And what did you think about the judges' comments? Were you pleased?
Yes, both weeks, actually. The Walls and the Cha-Cha. I've been thrilled with the judges' comments. They've been really complimentary, and I'm really thrilled about that because you put a lot of work in. You know, it's like you put loads of work in, and it's the technical stuff. You want them to pick up on the detail of what you're trying to do. You spend all... It's sort of, you know, it's easy to go out there and point on one and wink on two.
Yeah.
You know, that's sort of easy.
We can all do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, maybe not.
Sorry.
So, but it's the detail that you hope it comes across, and when it does, and the judges make nice comments, then it's great for Leslie. It's lovely for me, because you know we spent the time, and I'm thrilled for Leslie as well. So that's what you're after. You want that positivity coming back from the judges, and then you're away. You're off.
And then you're off. Woohoo! The joys, and also the point, the kick at the end.
Well, no, I won't do it now.
Oh.
But no, I was very pleased with that. I did watch that bit back, and I thought, oh my. That leg's getting quite high.
I know.
It's not bad.
Look how straight it was as well. So good. Are you feeling an improvement and sort of growing confidence in Leslie as the weeks go by?
Yes.
There, Anton?
Yes, it's very difficult. You'll remember, the first week of doing the show, it's, you know, you've spent a couple of weeks doing the dance and you're getting comfortable with it, you go, marvellous, marvellous. Then the first show, and you don't know what to expect. You think, well, I felt that was quite nice, it's quite nice. Then suddenly... well, you get marked, and the judges are making comments and stuff like that, and it's all a bit odd. And you look at other people and you think, well, I thought we were quite good actually, and they've given them a bit. And as soon as you settle into it, then you start to grow within it. And I can feel this from Leslie, starting to find herself a bit more. And this is great for me. It's so exciting because we can do more.
You can do more stuff, including a quick step.
Can I just say...
a couple of swells.
I'm finding it quite difficult looking at him because he hasn't shaved.
I know.
Can I just say?
Now, there is... we've never seen you look like this.
Excuse me.
That might cause a rash.
I'm saying in character.
You're doing a couple of swells.
We are.
Judy Garland, Fred Astaire, you're being tramps.
I love
It's going to be glorious. How's it going?
Oh, my goodness, it's going really well.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. I love the quick step. I'm obsessed with the quick step. I don't know why. It's joyous. I love doing it. I'm going to wear a very short wig. Might have a blacked out tooth, not sure. Might have a tailcoat. Might be dressed like a real tramp, don't know. Got all that to pick and choose, haven't I? I've got to look at him in a dusty old suit, but that's fine. I can live with that. But no, honestly, it's so much fun to rehearse. It's just flying across the floor. It's just joyous.
We cannot wait. It's going to be fantastic. You're just spreading joy. It's gorgeous. Leslie and Anton.
Hey!
We love you. That's all we have time for tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow at 6:30 getting all the gossip from Claudia and AJ, Tamika and Gorka and Judge Rinda and Oksana. Ian will be back with another warm-up and Vicky Gill will be letting us have a little rummage through the movie outfits. Good night.